who founded Green Communities,
Beth Bassett.
Beth Bassett, okay. She's over in Australia at the moment, but she founded this Green Communities, and she was the one who initiated this project based on the fact that there's a lot of sandy soil here in Witstrand, and because it was flagshipped as a green community long time ago, she saw some of the problem areas that she felt her community, her green communities, her NGO can come and help and fix. So a lot of it has to do with wind and rain erosion that happens within the sandy soils and these kinds of conditions. It's really hot, it gets very windy this time of the year, so it does threaten the very structures of the homes. So it's a lot bigger than just beautifying and greening an area. There's some real issues surrounding that. Besides that, there's the food issue and the climate change issue, and these are all principles that green communities focus on. So that's why she chose this area specifically.
This is the first phase, then there's the second phase where we start with our eco, with our solar and our wind, and it's working. But added to this green technology is landscaping and making our areas beautiful, food security and all that. So this is what we from city side are looking at, and yes, getting our community involved, because we will also build our communities together. If they work together, it will unify people. So doing green technology here, starting here, I'm proud to be part of it. Our community, our people, we stay here and we must make it happen where we are living. So we are living here and we must make it beautiful for us. What we want to achieve is reach as many houses that we can reach today. The sun is hot, as you can see for yourself, but reaching as many houses and areas in Witstrand to have beautification done. Because I know next year, this time, the people will be reaping what they are planting here today. So this is a start, but it should not end here. It should continue from community to community, but the community need to take ownership of it. As Ward Council, I'm supporting my community in this greenery and beautifying the place, because people will want to come and visit us.
I'm very proud of what they're doing, because it is very important to plant the veg and also to take care of your garden. Abantu ke abasebenazo ndingathi kungakuhle into yoba bazinakekele ngalo lonke ixesha, basoloko begalela amanzi, even though ke amanzi ayathanda ukunqaba sometimes, but funeka ukuthi take care of. And enye into ongenayo ke makazame into yobana makabe nayo ukuze naye ancedakale, because iyanceda masibamba nesanti ukuze ingamtyisi apha ezindlini, because izindlu zethu sometimes ziyazithanda ungabi na-foundation encam, so iyayibamba ke ngoku iyayibambelela laa ngca. Ndisiva ndonwabe kakhulu because ke besingayilindelanga, because ke iyafana ungathi yi-surprise ke kuthi ke, because ke khange ibe yinto besixelelwe i-advance, so ive into nje fika izolo, so ke sesaziva ke siyonwabele ke. Ndingatsho ndithi ke kube mnandi ukuba nabo, because ke ba-friendly, kumnandi, sentsho siyasebenzisana ngalo lonke ixesha kuyo yonke into, bayakwazi ukubuza nathi sikwazi ukubuza imibuzo, so sibavazi babonakala ngathi bakhululekile, so nathi ke sikhululekile.
Just to be conscious about the time of the day. So I don't know how it is in Africa, in South Africa in particular, whatever part of the day is the hottest part of the day. I don't know if it's from noon, let's say, to about 2 o'clock, or maybe from 1 to 3 o'clock, whatever the hottest part of the day is. Just try not to use the water as far as watering the garden or watering outside, because the sun is the hottest, and so it's going to evaporate the water. So the ground, the soil, the plants, whatever you're using the water for, won't be able to get those nutrients and won't be able to get that water, because it'll just evaporate back up into the sky. So maybe watering at night, or watering really early in the morning would be an alternative. So just don't water during the day or the hottest part of the day, in the morning or late at night.
Well, one of the major pillars of Spelman College is community service. We like to give back to the community. We like to help to develop the community, to nurture and encourage the young people as well as the families of communities. And so when we travel internationally, because one of our initiatives is global experience, we like to provide community service in the global communities that we visit. And so in our study tour, we've arranged with our travel agent to provide a community service experience for us. And she suggested, and we agreed, to Soil for Life. And here we are wanting to help the communities to engage in sustainability and environmentally safe gardening and development of vegetables. And so one of the challenges that we have, and I think that the community has, is to make sure that the community is involved in the planning, to make sure the community is in partnership with the Soul for Life agency and for any other agency that seeks to and desires to help the community. The community needs to be at the table, having the conversations and developing the plans 6 months, a year prior to anybody coming in their community to do anything. And so I think community development needs to include planning of community leaders and having them at the table making decisions as it relates to their neighborhoods. My advice would be that there needs to be a community voice in the decision making that affects their life, and that no one can make decisions for them, and they shouldn't allow anyone to make decisions for them, that they need to be part of partnerships, helping to give voice and agency to the decisions that affect their life and the life of their children. So I encourage the communities in South Africa, particularly African communities and colored communities, to come to the table, to stand up, to be heard, to allow their voice to be heard, and to help make a difference in the lives of their families and their future generations.
Sijabule kakhulu ukuze sithole bona, because when they came to give us some experience, although I'm very disappointed there and there, because some of the community, especially the beneficiary, they are not here because by semsebenzini at all. So now that's a problem. Our timing was right, but now we're happy because we have abantwana besikolo, like isikolo value, they are helping the community at large. That's why, although I do understand ukuthi abekho basemsebenzini, but I would like next time when the people came, I will need them to baze participate kuyo yonke lento eyenzakalayo, kungabi the few people, because it's like now it's my thing and it's all about the community, it's not mine. I like that. That's the thing. It's not about me, it's about community, because we bring all these people from America to come here. When they came, it's just a surprise, there's only me and some few guys, but I would like those who are not making the chance to come to show, because those people that are coming to give experience how to do the garden and then how to start it, because as me, I know to put the thing, but like now they do, it's much different than that thing that I know.
Jasmine Edge. I am a senior at Spelman College. I'm studying psychology, and specifically I came to help Faith and Moses actually build a garden so that they could have good food to eat throughout the season. And so basically in my studies at Spelman, I study community psychology, and what we focus on is intervention and relationships. And so the critical component to implementing intervention strategies is developing relationships with people in the community. So first and foremost, it would be helpful to get to know individuals, to see what their interests are, to see whether how they feel about not having the adequate food to be nutritious for their bodies, and secondly, to go in and see what food they would like to eat. It's a very important part. That's the first part, right? Exactly. Instead of assuming that someone wants this type of thing, so that's the first thing. Building relationships. The second thing I will say is in community intervention is making sure that everyone has this common vision, so that when it comes to the relationship that people have within the community, they can share the information with one another. So if I'm from a different country, they may not know me as they would their neighbor, and so they may be more willing to accept some information from a neighbor because they know them instead of me, and so there's this level of trust. So those are the two critical pieces of community psychology and producing effective interventions. I am doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that we as Americans are doing our part in supporting whatever efforts there are here. And so I definitely want to make sure that I work on the relationships that I have, to stay in touch maybe somehow with Faith and Moses, and I'm definitely keeping the country lifted in my prayers.
I'm here with Green Communities. We're working with the residents of Witstrand to improve the surroundings. We believe firmly that in good surroundings, your quality of life improves, and it's just the right way to go. Well, the hugest challenge has been getting the community to buy in, and I think that has been our biggest disappointment, if I can put it bluntly. Look, I mean, you can see who's helping here. It's the kids. And I just want to say thank you. You're the guys. Okay. Yes. And just seeing today how involved the kids are, I would really like to get support out there for encouraging them with their soccer. They need soccer balls. The girls need netballs. So I think it's encouraging the community as a whole that will get the communities working in unison and working as a community. This is about sustainability. These communities do not have to go and buy seeds, Busi. If they can hear what we're saying and they can hear what Food for Life want to share with them, they can be collecting their own seeds. The help we've got from the community at Spelman College, their organisation came out with willing students and faculty members, and they've been amazing. And it's just, my sadness is that the adults haven't come to be part of the team. And I'm hoping we're going to be back here next year, Busi, and my plea is that they get involved. This is their home. We cannot be involved if they are not involved. It's about ownership. It's about their land. This is land that has been given to them. Now it's time for them to be responsible for their own gardens, for food security. The way we're going to do it with Soil for Life, the way they teach people, the way they share their knowledge, means that a food garden can take up to 3 to 4 hours a week. And it's water-wise. They share with us very, very good ways of using water. So we use every drop. We don't waste. There's a world crisis with water. We're not about spreading it all over the place. We're about using every drop. There's a huge thank you to all the sponsors who have got behind us. I know without my notes I'm going to forget people, Busi, but Reliance Compost has brought us wonderful things. There was a TV crew, Willow, who went the extra mile. He let us have the hay bales from a movie shoot. Not only that, he organised transport to come here and bring it all the way to Witstrand, which is, you know, going beyond the call of duty, and we really appreciate that. We've had support from Fruit and Veg. We've had support from a food organisation who helped the communities with food distribution. We have had support from Stark Airs, who gave us hand grubbers. We've had support, they also gave us some plants. My last words are just really to encourage the community. This is for real. They can take control of their own property. They can take control of their food in terms of vegetables and what they can grow. It's really up to them whether they want to be independent or whether they want to be driving for a long time, taking taxis to go and buy food. That isn't always the best in terms of the vegetables that are available. You know, just down the road. They've travelled a long way to get here. We want to encourage them to grow fresh, organic vegetables right outside their front door. And it's your TV that is part of the community. I know your programs want to support the community, and we appreciate that, and we also want to be part of that bigger vision for the citizens.
Thank you for your support.
No, I want to just to say thank you all these people, and especially to you guys to come and then to show especially here in the Western Cape, to see what we are doing in Witstrand. Although Witstrand is a small village, but now if you guys who came, you make it go abroad, everyone will see there's something happening in Witstrand.
Get the